Hauls. So guys, and welcome back. Thanks for watching Mary J's Hauls. So today's video is about the outcome of my FMT number 4. So I currently have done 4 FMTs and so I wanted to discuss some of the outcomes that I'm starting to see. So I started doing the FMTs due to my chronic idiopathic urticaria, which is chronic hives, my autoimmune disorders/diseases, and then my chronic gastro issues. So I have been struggling with that for about a year now with the chronic hives. Everything else has kind of been ongoing for my whole entire life. So what I'm seeing a lot of is the doctors just trying to promote new medications or more medications, more medications. So I really started to take things into my own hands and tried to look at things from a different perspective. If my autoimmune system, which is creating my chronic hives as well as my autoimmune diseases and disorders, is a function of the gut, then why not look a little bit deeper into the gut? Whereas the doctors like to just give you medications that shut down your immune system so it stops reacting to different things within inside the body. Now, along my journey, I've reached out to a lot of people and learned so much. So once I decided that, maybe FMT is for me, I did so much research. I screened my donor in different ways at like the Flora test, the Tell Me Gen, and then there's this colon cancer test which tests for colitis, diverticulitis, and colon polyps, which I have done. I've done all the same tests on me as well as the donor so I could see the differences between us to make sure that they're a good fit. I also talked to their doctor to make sure that their blood work didn't show anything crazy. Now, what I'm seeing from doctors a lot of the time is a resistance. They keep saying, I really wouldn't do that if I were you, but it's like, but I can't get the help from them that I need. So I also have tried to go the medical way, but unfortunately in the US, the FDA has only approved FMTs for people with C. diff, which is a bacterial that grows in the gut and is really hard to get rid of. Now, people with C. diff have seen a lot of success with FMTs, and even those people with C. diff that are in the US, most of the time the doctors continue to push them on these really hard antibiotics. And so, I've been talking to other people who have started to reach out to me due to the fact that they're considering doing at-home FMTs. Now, I encourage you guys to go back and watch my other videos that talk about the prep, and I will be putting more out there as I'm going along my FMTs. I'm learning a lot more, whether there's these little tricks or tips, whether it's about the smell or the stuff inside the stool. So I'm really truly learning a lot, and I'm trying to put whatever I start to find out there on YouTube for you guys. So the outcome of my FMT number 4, I didn't see much change in terms of my chronic hives, which is really what got me started on this path. So I haven't seen much change. Now, I have noticed that the days after I've done the FMTs, my hives do tend to be worse. That's starting to settle down a little bit, but I'm also starting to keep my prednisone level, which is a medication for my hives, and it's used for several other things. It can be a life-saving medication, but if you're on it for a long period of time, there's so many risks involved. And I'm not just talking about appearance risks, I'm talking about mania, all of these different psychological things, which I'm currently am experiencing a lot of, which again has kind of pushed me further into this realm of the DIY FMTs. A lot of the medications that the doctors have given me are not only toxic, but the long-term effect of them is so bad. So, I mean, if we don't, if they want me to go on a new medication that they don't know the long-term effect of, I'd rather do an FMT, which they don't know the long-term effect of. I'd rather keep things natural, and rather than putting a Band-Aid, solve the root of the problem. So much information, guys. So I'm on Reddit, I'm on YouTube, I am like part of the greater FMT community. Like if someone has done a DIY FMT and they've posted something about it on YouTube, not only have I talked to them, but I've watched all of their stuff and read, etc. Now, what I have been experiencing is, yes, my hives are worse the next day, and then they tend to subside over the next couple of days. With the autoimmune disease, I can't really tell, just because unless I have my blood work done, which I did just have my blood work done and I'm waiting for the results of that, I can't really tell if it's making a difference. Now, for my chronic gastro issues, such as chronic constipation and really bad hemorrhoids, I have noticed that they have gotten better. Now, I can't fully attribute that to the FMT, but what I can attribute to the FMT is I do also suffer from anxiety, as well as due to the fact that I'm on the high levels of prednisone, and I've been on prednisone for so long, I've been experiencing a lot of psychological effects of it, which has caused me to slip in and out of this depressive kind of state. It's not full on, but it's borderline probably. And I have noticed the days that I do the FMTs and the days after the FMTs, not only is my anxiety better, but that depressive state is kind of lifted. I just feel lighter and happier and less agitated, which is another side effect of the prednisone. It's extreme anger. Like, when I say extreme, I mean extreme. So I am noticing that other things that are unrelated to what I was originally trying to solve are starting to kind of work itself out, which I am really thankful for. I mean, it is definitely holding me down, keeping me going along this path of the DIY FMTs. As we all know, they are not glamorous. They are not fun to prepare or to administer, but at the same time, you got to weigh the risks versus rewards. And for me, the reward is so much higher. So guys, follow me along my journey through this process of the 10 FMTs. That's kind of my goal, is to get the 10 FMTs and see what it's doing, get my blood work done again, just to keep checking in. I am so excited for my blood work to come back because I want to see if anything's changed. My calcium levels before I started the FMTs were absurdly high, so I am just trying to figure that out. Now, I've also started to work with a homeopathic doctor because, again, I'm still reaching out, still trying to find different remedies, either for my hives or for any of the situations that I'm currently going through. And that happened like 2 days ago when I saw him, and it was via teleconference. So he did send me the medication. It is just phosphorus 6C, which when I try and find more information about it, it is really hard to find information on. It comes up and you can buy it in several places, but I haven't read that it works with autoimmune, gastro, or hives. But I'm crossing my fingers that it does end up working for me. But, you know, I'm just keeping going with the blood work just to see how progress is going. So follow along with me on my journey through these FMTs. Guys, I will not let you down. Make sure to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notifications button. I am putting out an FMT video at least once a week, whether it's tips and tutorials or it's the outcome of my last FMT. So follow me, follow me, follow me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely poop-free day.